And a good evening. We welcome you back to Oak Street Park. It is our third game of this four-game set between the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks and your San Antonio Missions. Early this morning we had weather delayments and most likely the game did not come out early this morning. The series continues tomorrow morning as we have our Children Awareness rescheduled for tomorrow. The San Antonio Missions and the Corpus Christi Hooks meet up only one more time. On Thursday, or Friday, we will have the visiting Tulsa Drillers here as we greet them to Oak Street Park for a three-game set. The Springfield Cardinals will follow in behind, and including the Arkansas Travelers. The homestands continue with the next 9-game set with Tulsa, Springfield, and the Arkansas Travelers. Go online now and purchase and print your tickets from home. Also follow the missions or any of your AA favorites or Major League favorites with the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball. You can download that on any smartphone. Right now, we are about to get ready for your starting lineups. It is a 7 o'clock game on this July, and we'll have overcast skies. The rain is done, so that's the good news. Well, get out your scorecards. Here's tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks. Leading off and playing in second, Robbie Green. Green in second. Andreas Gomez will be the center fielder, so bat second for Corpus Christi. Gomez at center. Vaughn Sherman will be the designated hitter for Corpus Christi. Sherman, the DH. A.J. Reed will be our first baseman. He'll bat fourth for Corpus Christi. Reed at first. Jeff Begay will be the catcher for Corpus Christi. Begay at catching. J.D. Davis will be the third baseman. He'll bat sixth for Corpus Christi. Davis at third. Michael Montag will be the right fielder. He'll bat seventh for the Hooks. Montag at right. Cleanup hitter, that is Javier Campillo. Campillo batting cleanup. And rounding out the batting order for Corpus Christi, shortstop Miguel Tejeda. Tejeda batting ninth. And on the mound for Corpus Christi, Mike Huschild. Huschild, tonight's Hooks pitcher. Now here's your starting lineup for the San Antonio Missions. Leading off and playing in short, Steve Chavez. Chavez is short. Boone Devine will be the designated hitter for San Antonio. Devine, the DH. Christian Villanueva will be batting third for San Antonio. Villanueva at third. Center fielder Carmen Zapata will bat fourth for San Antonio. Zapata at center. Leroy Ochoa will bat fifth for San Antonio. Ochoa at first. Alan Cordoba will be the left fielder as he'll bat sixth for San Antonio. Cordoba at left. Manuel Rincon will be the catcher. He'll have the catching duties for San Antonio. Rincon catching. Brian Valdez will be the right fielder. He'll bat 8th for San Antonio. Valdez at right. Batting 9th, rounding out the batting order. Second baseman, George Aponte. Aponte as second. And on the mound for San Antonio, Hank Schneider. Schneider, tonight's missions pitcher. And there's your starting lineup.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Hank Schneider, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape. Settling in now, Robbie Green. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Valdez is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Schneider features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
On the ground to the right side. And there are 2 away now.
Batting first, designated hitter, Von Sherman.
Stepping up now, Vaughn Sherman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy's not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger. Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Up the middle, and he's able to knock it down. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Mike Hauschild, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now in the box, Steve Chavez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
First pitch on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
In now, Christian Villanueva as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole, period, the end.
Stepping in now, Carmen Zapata. This is line to left. Campillo is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now, and he's safe. Into the box now, Leroy Ochoa, and their runners at the corners now. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. 2 more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out there.
Alan Cordoba hits next. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Montag giving chase, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0. At the plate, Jeff Big A. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. 1-1 is a fastball that misses. The 2-1. The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep, and foul, though it had the home run distance.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And manning the hot corner today is a guy with one of the quickest reactions in the game. That's it at third base. A step and a dive, a little bit of range, but you better be reacting, and you better be able to have some serious hands and a strong arm to get it over to first. And he checks all the boxes.
This is line to left. Cordoba is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting eighth, left fielder.
Digging in the switch hitter, Javier Campillo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here it comes. Here's a strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Manuel Rincon, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And one of the main pieces on this team today is the guy playing shortstop. A ton of range, the ability to go in the hole, set that back foot with a strong arm over the first base. And I know it's going to upset the second baseman and the third baseman, but at the end of the day, the shortstop is and always will be the captain of the infield.
And that's the second out.
Batting ninth. Second
Down to the plate, George Aponte. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Miguel Tejada, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. In there, 0-1. Hit high and deep to right center. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. Man, this guy is a blur on the base paths, Danny.
He was really motoring around the bases. I think he had every intention of stretching that one into a triple. He definitely has the wheels, but the ball bouncing over for an automatic double put an end to any of those kind of thoughts.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
Another 0-2 home. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
In there for strike one, 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the belt, the pitch. Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. In comes Cordoba, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
And the runner's breaking for third. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And the offline throw as this takes off down the line in left field. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Still only 1 out in the inning. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. He's running. Behind 0-2 now. Sherman, base runner at first with 1 out. This is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
J.D. Davis the next at bat as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Hooks lead it 2-1. Stepping in, Steve Chavez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Steve Chavez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Montag on the move. Makes the play. 1 away. Digging in for his second at bat, Boone Devine. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Now batting, third baseman, Christian Villanueva.
Digging in to try it again, Christian Villanueva. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is retired. Striding in once again, Michael Montag.
Right fielder, Michael
First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Into the box, Javier Campillo. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Cordova comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Now batting, Miguel Tejada. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 0-1 the count. Hit back up the middle. Aponte comes up with it. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
So frustrating, D-Row. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Hit out towards second. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. Two-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate two-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Ready for another chance? Vaughn Sherman. He singled his last time up. Has a look, now the pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Yeah, that's a little suspicious if you ask me, guys. Whenever you hit a guy with runners on second and third and first base open, the players in the opposing dugout take notice and probably aren't too thrilled about it.
1-0 the count. Tejada at third, Green at second, Sherman at first, 2 out in the inning. 2-0. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
Popped him up. Rincon has a play. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Hooks are out in front here, 3-1. Leading off the inning, Carmen Zapata, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Montag has it in his tracks. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alan Cordova. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Runner around second now, headed for third. The relay throw, and they've got him hung up out there between second and third. Now a diving tag as he lays himself out to make the play. What an effort.
Now batting. Catcher, Manuel Rincon.
So stepping in, Manuel Rincon, runner in scoring position with two gone. First offering on its way. Line toward right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. The throw into second. The tag, and he's out going for second. But one run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. So one run here on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Hooks lead it 3-2. Digging in, Jeff Big A. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. And that's in there for strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chavez is there. He's got it one away.
Now batting, third baseman,
J.D. Davis the next at bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. Zapata is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Standing in now, Michael Montag. Ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now it's 2-0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
2-1 to count. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Valdez is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Brian Valdez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Brian Valdez.
First offering on its way. Sent out to straightaway center field. Gomez sprinting after it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
First pitch of the at-bat. Taken high and deep to right. Montag ranging back at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
In now, Steve Chavez. And he hits it hard to the right side. To his left, Green. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting, a designated hitter.
Digging in once again, Boone Devine, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Little flare out to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, D-Roll, that's the case right there. He hit it just like he touted. Soft. Not hit all that hard, but it gets the runner in from third.
Yeah, but you know what? Tomorrow's newspapers are going to be wrapping fish, so who cares about? I don't care if it's a bullet or off the fists. A knock's a knock, especially when it's got an RBI attached to it.
Stepping in now, Christian Villanueva. And he puts it on the ground to second. Oh, he makes the stop. Hey now. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 5 innings complete, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Digging in once again, Javier Campillo. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. A good pitch there down in the zone as this is popped weakly to the left side. And there's the first out.
Miguel Tejada.
Ready once again, Miguel Tejada. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Hit in the air to right field. Valdez is in pursuit. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, second baseman, Robbie Green.
Digging in and looking for more, Robbie Green. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Into the box, Andres Gomez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. A little behind on that swing, and now they'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Ready for another chance, Carmen Zapata.
Leading off for the mission, center fielder, Carmen Zapata.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
First baseman, number 8, Leroy Ochoa.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Leroy Ochoa. First offering on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. The relay. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Man, I don't think he could have dissected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Alan Cordoba hits next. He grounds it sharply to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Riding in once again, Manuel Rincon. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and it's now 5-3.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now here comes comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Into the box now, Brian Valdez, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the seventh. It's now 5-3. Back here for Texas League Baseball on MLB Network. Before we start the seventh, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Leading off the inning, Vaughn Sherman, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Hey, the object of the game is to pass the baton on the offensive side and give yourself a chance to get the tying run to the plate late in the game. That's exactly what happened here.
And that one right down Main Street. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This pitch is popped up. Villanueva is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Jeff Big A. He'll swing it from the left side right here. But this is speared by the first baseman. But they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Now batting, third baseman,
J.D. Davis the next at bat. First pitch on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Digging in to try it again, George Aponte.
Leading off for the mission, second baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. Campillo is after it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
In now, Steve Chavez. He swings and grounds it to short. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Boone Devine, as he lines it out to center. And that's in there, base hit. Throw won't get him.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Carmen Zapata, as he grounds one briskly to short. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Michael Montag. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Michael Montag.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Strike. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box, Javier Campillo, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Valdez on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. At the plate, Miguel Tejada, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Leroy Ochoa.
First baseman, Leroy Ochoa.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Alan Cordoba.
Alan Cordoba hits next. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball is swung on and tipped foul right near home plate. It's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field, and it's now 6-3.
A 3-run deficit in the bottom of the 8th is tough for a visiting team to overcome. But they've got 3 outs left. And after that homer, they're going to need to string together some hits to make a game of this thing.
Into the box now, Manuel Rincon.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Into the box, Brian Valdez. First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Green takes it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 9th inning coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 6-3. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Robbie Green. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Grounder down the line at third. Now another 0-2. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Ochoa is over, and he puts it away for the first out. Now at the plate, Andres Gomez. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Valdez has a beat on it. 2 down. Striding forward now is the DH, Vaughn Sherman. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
1-1 the count. 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Chavez scoops it up. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. San Antonio rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Hank Schneider pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Well, the third game belongs to the San Antonio Missions as they take game 3 of this 3-game set. Or 4-game. The third of the 4-game set. Well, tomorrow is our final game with Corpus Christi, and most likely we are getting ready for the half division playoffs as we get ready for tomorrow.
And please drive home safely.
If whoever wins tomorrow, they will advance to going away from Oak Street Park for at least 2 days. The team that will go with them will be the visiting Tulsa Drillers. And they will have a, trying to think of the word here, the Texas All-Stars game for the 2018 season. Series continues tomorrow for Game 4 of this 4-game set. And after that, the missions will hit the road to wherever the All-Star game is. Anyway, we hope y'all had a good night hanging out with us here at Oak Street Park. We remind you to please drive home safely and also make some good decisions. Hope everybody has a good night. We'll see y'all again tomorrow.